morning, Belen. I'm Frankie Menendez.
And I'm Tavo Roy. Welcome to this edition of WBLN for today, March 16, 2016.
Congratulations to Mrs. Kathleen Mackel and Mr. George Martinez as they'll become the new chairs of the Theology and Social Studies departments. We want to thank Mr. Collins, who has served as chair for 41 years, and Deacon O'Malley, who has served 7 years, as both will take on new roles at our school.
Congratulations to the newest members of the Christian Life Communities, CLC. 50 students made their commitment during a Mass held this morning as part of Ignatian Week.
The College Counseling Department will offer Bright Futures workshops to assist students in completing their Bright Futures applications on March 15th, 16th, and 17th. Please join us in room E210 at 3:15 p.m.
The Belen football team is hosting a fundraiser party for their trip to Ireland this Thursday at Belen. Come have a night of fun and catch the UM basketball game as well. The event will be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the Garrido Family Plaza. You can buy your tickets at belenjesuit.org/St. Patrick's Day Bash.
In other news, the quest for presidency is over for Senator Marco Rubio. The Florida senator announced Tuesday night that he will suspend his presidential campaign after he failed to win his home state's Republican presidential primary. CNN projected Rubio finishing a distant second to Donald Trump in Florida.
While it is not God's plan that I be president in 2016 or maybe ever, and while today my campaign is suspended, the fact that I've even come this far is evidence of how special America truly is. And all the reason more why we must do all we can to ensure that this nation remains a special place.
Rubio was considered one of the early favorites when he entered the Republican presidential field last year. He finished a strong third in the Iowa caucus, but a fifth-place finish in the New Hampshire caused his campaign to stumble. Rubio did manage to win both Minnesota and Puerto Rico. The two big winners of the night, however, were Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. The Obama administration announced the easing of travel and trade restrictions with Cuba. It comes just days ahead of the president's historic visit to the communist nation. According to the U.S. Treasury and Commerce Departments, it will now be easier for Americans to travel to Cuba for educational purposes. It will also be easier for American banks to offer more services in Cuba and for U.S. businesses to operate more freely in the Caribbean nation. The new regulations come on top of earlier rounds of expanded travel and commerce between the two nations. It started in December 2014, when President Obama and Cuba's President Raul Castro announced relations would be normalized after more than 50 years of estrangement. Diplomatic ties were officially reestablished in July.
The Obama administration confirms the top ISIS commander is dead following U.S. airstrikes in Syria. Omar al-Shishani, better known as Omar the Chechen, was on the administration's most wanted militant list, with a $5 million reward on his head last week. U.S. officials believed al-Shishani was hurt but survived the attacks near Al-Hol. Officials now say the red-bearded Shishani later died from his injuries, along with a dozen other ISIS fighters. No words on how officials confirmed his death. U.S. officials say Shishani traveled to meet with ISIS fighters when he was targeted by a wave of U.S. drones and manned aircraft. Shishani oversaw military ISIS operations in northern Syria and led fighters in battles in Iraq and Syria, according to the Pentagon.
Okay guys, here's your scoop for today. Congratulations to Junior Roberto Pupo, who's elected Lieutenant Governor of Key Club Division 26A. Pupo will take over for this year's Lieutenant Governor, Senior Jonathan Garcia, who was honored at this past weekend's Spring Zone rally. Also in Key Club news, the club held its annual elections and the new officers are sophomore Angel Aguilar, who's the president, Javier Guerrero Vicente, vice president, junior Matthew Beck, secretary, junior Nicholas Aguilar, editor, and Daniel Fager, treasurer. Now let's see who's meeting this week. Now stay tuned as we bring you weather and sports right after these messages.
Hey guys, this morning we woke up to a lot of cloud coverage, but it should clear up and heat up as the day goes on, so make sure you stay hydrated for any practice you guys have. Now let's take a look at the map. So as you can see right now, it's pretty cool over the Miami area with a temperature in the mid-60s, but it should heat up as the day goes on. Now let's take a look at your forecast for today. Today we should be seeing a high of 85 and a low of 68 with a relative humidity at around 67%. Winds coming in from the east at 10 miles per hour, and it should be 0% chance of rain as the day goes on. Let's take a look at your highs and lows for the next 3 days. So as you can see, as the week progresses and we head into the weekend, we should be seeing highs in the mid to low 80s and lows in the high 60s to low 70s, and we should be expecting rain as we head into the weekend. Now let's bounce it on to sports with Ricky Labrada.
The Belen varsity water polo team beat Southwest in today's game 12-1. Top scorers were Alex Boza and Fede Tambero, each with 2 goals. Adrian Hernandez, Nicholas Aguilar, Pablo Curzan, Alex Alapuz, Jason Belisario, Nico Tambero, Joey Ballardi, and Alejandro Falcon each scored 1 goal. Belen remains undefeated, 18-0. The varsity baseball team plays at Doral. Game time is 4 p.m. The JV baseball team plays at Somerset. Game time is 3:45. Varsity volleyball team plays at Greater Miami Academy. Game time is 5 p.m. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Ricky. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for our latest news and pictures. I'm Frankie Menendez.
And I'm Tavo Roig. From everyone here at WBLN, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and stay golden, Wolverines.